What's going on, intermediate class? Are you ready to focus? Because all you have to do is remember one thing, is what's on the tip of my finger, is the ability to pay attention. And right now, if you're not paying attention, if you're looking around the room, watching the ceiling tile dry, or if the paint's still wet, or picking the lint off the floor, well, then you're not paying attention. And today, I'm going to challenge you to see how well you can focus. Not simply just saying, I'm looking at the TV. Can you look at a particular spot? I like to see that you're able to focus on the particular spot. If I said, follow my finger, would you just be looking at the TV, or would you actually be looking at the finger? And we're going to see how well they're going to be able to do that. So it's very important that you listen to some of the details so you know how to take this class. So let's get warmed up first, get our blood pumping, get our brain refreshed, ready to rock and roll. All right, so yep, and please. There we go. And please, we just had ourselves an earthquake. Okay, guards all the way up, so let's go on. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right, jump, let's get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hands on the hips, and gonna reach. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Good count, Mr. Ben. Make sure I hear you counting windmill cross touch. Side to side. Come on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Body twist. Turn your body all the way. And I just see your toes facing one direction. So I'll face this way. Turn and count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other side. Turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And to the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Last one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Tiptoes up on the sky. Touch that ceiling and count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Relax. And stretch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Stretch out your ribs. Come on, count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hands on the hips and bend back. Keep your chin down. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Turn up and relax. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Up and stretch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Lock them up on the forehead. Push, make that neck strong. Yes, sir. There we go. And let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Really keeping up back there, Miss Suanna. Push in and count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Come on, make that neck strong. Push. Don't forget that hand on the hip. Come on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Switch sides to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Chin to your mirror side shoulder. In your case, wherever your mirror side is. And count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other side. Come on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Two to go. Come on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Last one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good pace. And breathe it out. Are they keeping up? Tighten your gut. Easy one. Breathe it in. And hold it. And breathe it out. All right. 30 seconds? 30 seconds. You can do it. You're not going to pass out on me, are you? You're not going to go.
It was 20 minutes last time.
20 minutes.
So 30 seconds to
juniors. Yeah, you know what? I know Miss Kennedy's class. Brady held us back for 20 minutes. All right, breathe it in. And hold it. I've lost count. You made it. Here's something. All right, no one bursts or anything like that. All right, take a deep breath. All right, count it back sometime, Mr. Ben. Go ahead.
So sure.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, that's going to be very important because today's going to be based upon timing. And when I do things that are going to be involving timing, I'm going to be tying together pinpointing, focus, and timing together. And you need to make sure you're in time with that one thing. So let's do it one more time. Ready? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 3. Okay, these guys should know some creeds, right?
Right.
All right, so we got it from orange belts all the way up to red belts. So then at the very least, everyone should know the orange belt creed.
Sir.
Okay, all right, orange belt creed. You guys should know this thing. I'm not judged. All right, ready? I am not judged by the number of times I fail, but by the number of times I succeed. And the number of times I succeed is in direct proportion to the number of times I can fail and keep on trying. Tom Hopkins. Make it? Okay, a couple weeks, actually about a week or so, Mr. Rennie gave us an assignment in black belt class to talk about what the white belt creed means to us a couple weeks ago. And an assignment I gave last week, I'm pretty sure it was for the junior class. And I can't remember if I gave you guys this assignment, but it's important to be able to look at those creeds and look at what we're going through today. This is a great opportunity to think about some words of wisdom that came from a long, long time ago, and some of it not so long ago. Say, you know what, that's some really wise words. Maybe I should apply that way of thinking to kind of diagnose how we're going through this whole thing. And maybe it can help me think about something that's more positive. So just think about that, about what that creed means to you. Mark us all, 20 seconds. Breathe. Belly breaths. In through the nose, out through the mouth. And Makusome, eyes open. All right, let's get some figure fours on that. This side. Guards all the way up. I want it to hurt a little bit today. So let's reach out as far as we can. Make it hurt just a little bit. And let's count to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Go a little bit further. That's right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Switch sides. And same kind of thing on that side. And reach. Make it hurt. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And up and down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And double back. Right. All right. This one's always my rescue rabbit.
Say so.
All right. Make it hurt. So for me, my hurt is right there. Mr. Bank goes down a little bit further, and his hurt is right there. So for you, make it hurt. And count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And breathe. And stretch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, open them up. Let's put a bending. Right. Okay, so this one's a little easier for me. Mr. Ben says this is not his best. Again, we're all individuals. Make it just right for you. Don't be shy from pain. And count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Breathe. And count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And bring it front lies. Right. All right, hold on to your toes. Bring your knees up. Push them down. Get your chin closer to the floor. And let me hear it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. One more time. Up and back down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. So we're going to get on our backs for sit-ups. Right. And we're going to get some push-ups. We'll get 10 of each. 2 count. And then we're going to do bicycles. And Miss Joanna, your job is to make sure that once everyone gets to those bicycles that we're all there. So you'll give me the thumbs up when you start counting. Don't stop doing your bicycles till it's time to start counting. In other words, once you are in bicycle mode, you are there until everyone gets there. Don't be the last one to get those push-ups and take your merry old time and just making everyone wait for you. Get your behind moving, right? Okay, so 10 2 count sit-ups, 10 2 count push-ups, and then bicycles until everyone catches up. Okay, so Miss Joanna, you're our gauge there. Okay, here goes. Sit-ups first. All right, 2, 10. There's 10. Ready? Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Push-ups. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And bicycles. All right, so we're going to wait for you until everyone's in bicycles. How many are there, Miss Joanna? Waiting? Are we counting yet? And let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Here's what I hit this out. I do like to see me some. All right, sorry. Good. Hey. All right, figure four is on your favorite leg. I happen to be my left leg, scissor splits. That's right. And if I say figure fours, it's the same thing, right?
Right.
Scissor splits. All right, let's go down.
Right.
All right, same kind of thing. Find your spot, stay on top of it, and let's count.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right.
Exercise.
So you say.
This is the other figure four, right?
Yes,
All right,
sir.
let's go down.
Right.
All right, and figure 5, and count.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
And turn to the side, we have splits.
Right.
And go down.
Yes, sir.
See on top of it, wiggle those toes, and count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And back up.
Right.
And last but not least, crossing stops and some bounce.
So you sir.
Bringing the knees up. Let's start with this side knee. Come on.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
That makes sense? Now,
So you sir.
I don't want to see this. What is all that? Take your time. As a matter of fact, ooh, you know what? This is a good example about how much practice they've had on their kicks.
So you sir.
Now, the advanced class and the intermediate class, we're working on in 2 outs, out, twins, and hooks.
Right.
And part of the assignment was take away balance.
So you sir.
Okay? So when we practice picking up our foot, we can practice just simply having good supporting feet. This is how we practice our in 2 outs. The better you are at this, you don't see us wibbly wobbling. Matter of fact, we do a form that does that, right?
So
And we're just standing on one foot, and we got to do that, and we got to turn around and be able to keep our feet up.
Right.
So again, it only gets easier, right?
So you sir.
All right, let's do our favorite leg up,
Right.
standing on it, and let's count. 1,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Foot sides.
So you sir.
Hold it up and hold the balance. Count.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Here we go. Last ones.
Right.
With the toes, bringing the knee, and count.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Last one. Up this one like a teddy bear.
Right.
Ankle and knee, and count.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Lift up the hand. Nice job. All right. Now, you guys are all good at paying attention, right? So, Mr. Ernie used to say, if I throw a coffee cup at you, you're going to move out of the way.
So you sir.
Okay, it doesn't have to be like, here's a punch. All right, here comes a punch. Here comes. Okay, well, I mean, if someone punched at you, you should be paying attention to
So
that.
you sir.
When you're on the line and you're bowing in, you're not like, hey, Mom, I'm doing karate, watch me, fight, and then boom. Okay, well, you're not paying attention.
Right.
So first and foremost, let's focus on paying attention.
So you sir.
All right, so Mr. Ben,
Yes, sir.
we're going to use this as the example. Pay attention. All right, I'm not going to move around. I'm going to be using my finger as a reference of where Ben is going to be punching. His eyes will focus on it first, and then he'll basically capture it. I've acquired my target. All right, so like a heat-seeking missile goes to its target. I go like this. Mr. Ben's eyes goes there, and his punch goes there. Okay, over here, he looks, he fires. He looks, he's firing. He looks, he's firing. Pretty simple stuff. Okay, now, what I don't want you to do is right now I'm looking at my camera, and it's one little dot. You might have yourself a phone in front of you. You might have a tablet in front of you. You might have a computer screen in front of you. Whatever it is, the camera is typically at the very top of that entire device. I want you to look where my hand is, not at the camera. So in other words, Miss Joanna, your job is to determine whether or not they're pointing towards my finger versus just the screen. Okay, so in other words, you're going to look at their eyes. Where are they looking? Are they looking directly at the camera? Then they're not doing it properly. All right, so here goes. Point towards my finger. Yes, no, maybe? Good. Point to my finger. Easy? Okay, so we're getting better. Good. Yes? Good. Last one. Oh, okay. All right, yes? No? Okay, well, again, this is the important idea, is that you understand where I'm going to be, and now we're going to be using targets like this.
Right.
I need you to be paying attention about where the target is, as opposed to, well, right now, I could just say, am I punching towards the camera right now? You should say, well, no, Mr. Eric, the punch should look like this if you're punching towards me. You should see that. So when I'm looking at you, if I wasn't to be looking at you, you would know that. You see me looking off to the side. I'm not looking at the camera right now. You should recognize that, just the same way you should recognize that I missed. I wasn't aiming at my target. Everyone understand? Thumbs up on that? Thumbs up? Everyone understand that they need to look at their target? I don't have anybody disagreeing. Someone we can prove wrong real quick. Okay, now come on. All right, we're gonna make this simple first. Mr. Bob is a good target, don't you think? You know, he had one of those Sour Patch Kids. You know, he's a good guy. He's got that one, you know, kind of like that face that doesn't look very, very happy. You know, maybe he's just, you know, tired of this quarantine stuff and staying home all the time. So here goes. I want to say that I think you could punch at Mr. Bob and not miss. If I said punch towards Mr. Bob, he's filling up your whole TV screen. Could you punch towards Mr. Bob and not miss? So what do you think, Mr. Wenner? Can they do it? Yes? All right, here's the goal. All right, so Miss Joanna doesn't believe that you can punch towards Mr. Bob. So now, I'm going to punch towards Mr. Bob, and you tell me if I'm going to miss. How you doing, Mr. Bob? Sorry about this. I'm not going to miss. I'm not going to miss. I'm not going to miss. I'm not doing this. Now, your turn. So Mr. Randy's going to point towards Mr. Bob. Your job is to give me 5 punches towards Mr. Bob. I guarantee you're not going to miss as long as you're participating. So focus on that. Give me 5 punches. When you're done, put your hands on your head. Go. Miss Joanna's looking. Give herself a hand. Nice job. Well done. You were paying attention. Okay. Next. All right. Now, that's big. Mr. Bob's big. You're not going to miss him.
Yes, sir.
And now, if I get down to really small details, I could say, all right, you know, punch me in my freckle right here. That's really small, okay? And some of my more advanced guys, you have some really small targets that you're going to learn. It's like, you know what, there's a little tiny target right there, and it's the size of a dime, maybe a little bit bigger. And, oh, by the way, don't miss, because it's just not going to work. We'll get into that stuff later. All right, so let's go a little bit smaller than Mr. Bob. All right. So it's a little bit smaller, right? Right. All right. Let's see if Mr. Bent can do it, and I'll challenge you to do the same thing. You can punch first, and we'll get kicks in a second, okay? Right. All right, give me 3 punches. Right. 1, 2, 3. Easy. 3 punches. 1, 2, 3. Get them? 3 punches? Okay. Give me 3 punches. Right. 3 punches. Here comes. Did you miss? Oh, very good. Mr. Ben. 3 punches. I should go for more. 20 punches, Mr. Ben. Okay. 5 punches. He's just too fast. Whoa. Okay. All right. Well, this is going to be easy because I'm just really going back and forth. So 5 punches. You're fast. Ready? Go. That's it. Come on. Come on. Come on. Feet don't fail me now. Get it? Oh, she's got the thumbs up. You probably did it like 10 years ago. You're fast. Give somebody a hand. Good job. All right. I'll go into the fun thing in just a second. All right. I'll put that down for now. Smaller. Oh. Well, I'd say it's different. Okay. Here goes. Don't hurt me. Punches. 5. Good. That's not okay. Here goes. 5. Oh, I'll give myself a hand. Good job. All right, I'll go down 1 step before I switch to kicks. Okay. I'm pretty certain that they're going to do well with kicks. Okay, but we're going to find that out. All right, last one for this very first round. All right, let's change locations. This air is a little stale right there. This feels better, doesn't it? Oh my goodness. All right, so now we got this smaller target. Now, you know, if I said to you, like, hit the target, Mr. Ben, with the middle block, no problem. Middle block. But you know what? That's not reality. And you know, even with peewees, you think of it like this. You got to have purpose behind this. Oh, here you go. Ready? I'm gonna try to get you, Mr. Ben. Here goes. Oh, good job. Okay. There's no purpose behind me just holding this. However, there are some girls who do that. Okay. I want you to have purpose behind this. So if I said, here comes the strike or the block, whatever you're gonna do, the middle block, the high block, the down block, you should be able to time it well. So that shouldn't be foreign to you. Okay. So let me give you 3 different strikes. I could go high. I could go middle, I could go low. So let's review that. You know, this one's coming up top, so I should see a high block. If I come to the side, middle block, okay, you can do a foreign block if you wanted to. All right, down block, all right. So let's do that real quick. Show me high block. Something come to the side, middle block, foreign block, all right, and down block. Okay, how'd they do with that, Miss Joanna? Thumbs up, okay. All right, so now I'm gonna make it a little bit faster. Here comes your 1, there's 2, there's 3. Can you handle that pace? Here goes. Ready? There's one. There's two. There's three. What do you think? Oh, all right. Mr. Ben has to challenge it again. Here goes. 1, 2, 3. Here goes. All right. Ready? High block, middle block, down block. Good. Give yourself a hand. Nice job. Still, it's not that much of a challenge right now because this is stuff we've already done. Not in our videoing quite yet. This is the first time we're really focusing on this. It's going to get challenging. All right, so let's go back to something big again.
Sorry, sir.
Mr. Bang, you think you're going to be able to hit Mr. Bob with a snap kick or a side kick?
I did that.
All right, so you can kick him and not miss. Okay. All right. Pretty easy to be able to hit a target. All right. Snap kicks, side kicks, into outs, out to ins, hooks. Doesn't matter. All right. So I'm going to bring my students up here. Come on up, guys. All right. So, Miss Joanna, they're just going to throw 3 kicks. 3 of their favorite kicks. Doesn't matter. Okay. All right. So now what I want to see is 3 of your best kicks hit Mr. Bob. You're not going to miss because he should be filling your screen. All right. Give them to me. As soon as you're done your 3 kicks, put your hands on your head. Here we, okay, there we go. Gonna sing Here We Are, like words of the wilderness. All right, very good. All right, back to the middle target. Could you throw those same 3 kicks? Now I'm gonna move around just a little bit. Okay, so here goes. Moving around, 3 different kicks. Moving around, change your distance. If I move close or too far away, obviously your screen isn't changing position, but I am on your screen. You should still be able to see your target. 3 kicks, when you're done, hands on your head. 3 kicks, hands on the head. Miss Joanna's gonna tell me when you're done. Come on now. Keep those guards up. Keep those guards up. Waiting for the go-ahead. Waiting for the go-ahead. Miss Joanna likes it. Okay. Smaller. We're almost there to the fun part. All right. 3 kicks. Let's try Mr. Ben. 3. Go. There's 1. There's 2. And there's 3. Good. Here goes. 3 kicks. Go. There's 1. Come on. Over here. 2. And 3. And. Okay. Give yourself a hand. Good job. All right. You ready?
Sure.
Okay. Now, if I was to say to you, there's something in space, would you be able to tag it at a moment? If I said to you, Mr. Ben, see this pad?
Sure.
Hit it. That took some timing.
Right.
Now, there's a little bit of a delay between you and me. When I toss the pad in the air, you're not going to know until it's already probably back in my hand. So, Miss Joanna, your job is to be able to make sure that they have good timing, not simply that they're going to punch 10 seconds later. So what is the difference? So I'm going to hold up my finger, and I want to see the difference in time from when I hold up my finger to when you see my finger up. Are you ready? So you're going to just say now, so I know what the lag is between me and you. All right, are you ready? Yes or no? Okay, ready? So pretty much like within a Mississippi. Okay, all right. So I'd say that's pretty close enough for me. So this guy right here, this pad, if I was to toss it up in the air, would you be able to punch it the right time? And if it was right, would you be able to hit where it is? It'd be over here, and over here, or here, and here. Not just simply say, oh yeah, I got it. It's not going to work that way. All right, so I'll be nice at first. All right, so here it goes. What I'm going to do is I'm going to toss it in the air. The job is to punch. Miss Joanna, you just give me a thumbs up when everyone's completed the drill. Just 1 punch. Ready? Thumbs up. That was quick. All right, ready? Good. All right, ready? It's going to go across the screen. Here it comes. Ready? Did you get it before it exited the screen? No? Try again. All right, here goes. Watch. Right? All right, ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Yeah, give yourself a hand. All right, so again, so you guys realize that things are moving constantly, okay? Now, let's make it a little bit smaller.
Sure.
All right, so Mr. Ben, you're going to be working up these batons. Right? And what you're going to do is you're going to have 1 baton constantly behind your back.
Sure.
And the goal is each time, what you're going to do is you're going to do like 10.
Sure.
This is punches, blocks, anything upper body. So what I'm looking for is back to the beginning. Is if you watch my eyes, if he's going to end up bringing the baton out there, that's slow. That's slow. That's we're going to say that's very robotic. All right. So I'm going to give you a posture. Okay. All right. Here, let's use the mirror. Come on.
Sure.
All right, Mr. Ben, you got your lizard posture?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. So we're going to give these guys some goodies here. All right, we're going to call this for now the C-back. Have you ever heard of the name Bruce Lee? Sounds like a nice guy.
Sure.
Okay, back in the day, he was the man. He still is the man, and we still talk about him. All right, and so he didn't fight like this. Why, I oughta. It didn't look like that. So he curved his back, hence the reason we called it a C-back.
Right.
And so what ends up happening in this position is, moms and dads, this is going to look a little weird. You're going to be like, what kind of fighting is this? This looks like, you're a caveman. Absolutely. Okay. Primal, right?
Sure.
So the goal is when we see things coming at us. So if I'm practicing this is one of our forms here. We call it sand sow. Just watch your little strings that sticks there. So I'm ready to see something the moment it comes at me. And even if it's coming at me fast, I'm like, oh, you know it's coming at me because I'm in a good posture for it. Versus this posture is not going to be sufficient for it. All right, so here goes. We're going to use the mirror. And what I want you to do, come on, Mr. Ben, is you're going to have your guards up. Your head's going to be down, not looking down. You're going to tuck in your behind. I know it sounds kind of silly. All right, we're being silly now. All right, now, almost like we're kind of pulling in our belly. And what we're doing is we're trying to look at things in general. So I'm not looking at just this. I'm looking at this. There's a word we use, peripheral, okay? We like to see things on the outside. Like right now, Mr. Ben's moving his hands. I'm not looking at him right now, but now his hands are still because this area of my vision is able to pick up movement much better than if I were to look at it. So if I look at it, I might end up getting hit. Whereas if I don't look directly at it, I might say, oh, it's coming at me, okay? So this posture and looking at everything. So this is what I want you to do. I'm going to have you look right in the eye. Look, either eye, doesn't matter. And if I was to say, and now I'm not going to know, and Ms. Joanna probably won't even know this. If you are not looking at my eye, you could literally look at my finger and say, or how many fingers am I holding up? You could then trick us and say, oh, he's holding up one finger. I see it. But instead, I want you to try to think yourself, all right, if I look right at the camera and I'm looking right there, would you be able to know how many fingers I'm holding up off to the side? And again, I'm not sure exactly where you see my hands. All right, how many fingers I'm holding up, that's your peripheral vision looking at things. Being able to see something off to the side when you're looking straight ahead. Okay, so are we ready to do this timing with something smaller? I think we are. All right, batons? All right, so one baton behind your back and one baton coming out. They're not going to know what's coming out, and I want to see the appropriate block for the appropriate spot that's coming out. So you got highs, middles, lows. You can come straight up the bottom, come in from the top, whatever it is. Start slow and work your pace up.
Sure.
Okay, let's see what you guys got. All right, I'm going to see what you guys from the back. Good. Good.
A little faster.
That's it. That's it. A good time. Good. 10 more seconds. Come on down. Come on down. Come on down. Oh. Slow down just a little bit. That's it. 5 seconds. Oh, the hands are up. 2. Wait. I'll wait for 1. 1. Even 1 more. There we go. Amen. Okay. That's hard. That's hard. It's like, if I was saying a poke in the eye, you feel it. And I can't say I'm going to poke you in the eye. You don't feel it as much. All right. So part of this is being able to realize, you know what? This is really important to practice with someone in my own home.
Sure.
Which is going to be homework.
Sure.
So here's the example we're going to use. What we're talking about. How are we doing on time? We're gonna finish 20 minutes early. What? 10 minutes. Okay. We had class 10 minutes early yesterday because my brain was not working. All right. So today we're going to end on time. This is where moms and dads, you come in. I need your help. As a matter of fact, not only do I need your help to do this assignment, I need your help in class. So later I'll be talking about a change we're going to be making. Remember, your job is harder because you have to act as me at home. So when you're trying to get Johnny or whoever, Susan Q or Billy Joe, whoever's at home with you, and you're trying to get them to pay attention, I know it's difficult because your mom, your dad, you're not Mr. Eric. And we've had conversations where I can get your child to do things because I'm a different relationship.
Sure.
And it's hard because you have to put one hat on, and then you have to put on Mr. Dad or Miss Mom and act as a different person. That's difficult. Trust me, I know. I got a 5-year-old and I have to change roles. So I need your help to be able to do this assignment. And part of it is, letting them make mistakes. Don't distract them. Help them stay on task, but let them kind of make their own mistakes. I think that's important.
Sure.
Okay, so here's the drill. All right, so facing towards your all right, son. All right, we're gonna practice this. Mr. Ben's my boy here. Okay, I'm old enough to be your dad, right? All right, so we're gonna do something really easy first. He sees me. The goal is to keep eye contact. And what I'd like to see is that you're going to move your eyes to the target. So you should see, like, when this hand comes, I want to see his eyes move. Just as this hand comes, I want you to look at where the target's coming. So it's going to be high, middle, and low. All right? So here goes. You're going to block it. Boom. There's 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5. Just trick of Mr. Ben. And 6, and 7. Okay, so drill number 1 is looking at the target and then saying, I got to block it. I got to hit it. Remember, all blocks are strikes. And so when you're practicing this at home, I want you to realize that, you're not going to hit mom and dad. Don't give them a good high block right into the inside of the forearm. I don't think they'll appreciate that very much. Okay. But you can say, I'm going to pretend like Mr. Ben, get me. Are you okay? Are you okay, Dad? Okay. All right. You don't want to hurt mom and dad. All right. Drill number 1. What's the drill? Look at it. It's coming your way. Oh, there it is. And then hit it. That's pinpointing.
Sure.
Okay. All right. The next drill is a little bit tougher. All right. We're going to do this where we're behind them. And these are drills that you're going to practice, dare I say it, every day, maybe a couple minutes. Come on now, a couple minutes. You miss a day, not a big deal. But practice this. You want them to do well, they're going to need your help. All right, so the goal is he can't, well, he's cheating because he's got the mirror. All right, I know, Mr. Ben would not cheat. But the goal is for him to know which hand's coming out. So in other words, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my hand up here, and he's going to see it because his peripheral vision, he's not going to look at it. He's going to see it come up ahead of time. There's that hand. Oh, sorry. I had to give him a tough one. Yeah, that's tough. All right, let's see if Mr. Eric can do it. I'm probably going to make mistakes, but here goes. All right, wait a second. Cut them here. All right, go slow, Mr. Ben. I'm looking here. Okay, I saw shadow. All right, the point is you're doing this. Number 1, it's fun. Because you got to admit, like, oh, you got me. Oh, okay, but there's development of skill this way. Is that you're saying, how quick can you, the word is acquire the target. Acquire sounds like a tough word. Okay, target acquired. Fire. Okay, so that's drill number 2. Drill number 1, facing towards them. Right. Practicing. And drill number 2, facing away. And doing a couple this way. Now, I'm not asking for you to submit that video necessarily, but that's a drill I would suggest throughout the week. That I would like you to be able to do that as practice. Here's the part where I'm going to want to see that you can do this at home without breaking anything. No breaking things, right? All right. I need tennis balls. Give me 3, and a hand pad and a shield. Okay, so this is what you're going to need at home. Is you're going to need a pillow, and what you can do, I know I haven't seen too many moms and dads in the video submissions. They're probably the ones holding the camera or saying, all right, do your thing. But you can still be in the background and still participate. Moms and dads, I need you. All right, so Mr. Ben, what you're going to do is I'm going to hold this pad up, and the goal is I'm going to toss it into the air lightly, and the goal is to punch where it is. Like right now, if I said punch at it, he's going to be able to hit it. When it's in the air, punch at it. When it's in the air, punch at it. Okay, when it's in the air, punch at it. Okay, so wherever it is, part of this is going to be like this. Mom and Dad, I'm going to act as you for a second. Mr. Ben, you're going to be in front of the camera. You're Johnny, Susie Q, Johnny Joe Johnson. Okay, all right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to toss the pad, and the goal is for you to look at it. So right now, Mr. Ben's looking at the pad. I'm right beneath the camera. Hi. All right, so here goes. You punch at the pad? Punch at the pad. So I'm moving it down here. Okay, I'm going like this, moving it around. All right, now here goes, Mr. Ben. I want you to punch the pad. All right, so I tossed it up in the air. One more time. toss it up in the air. All right, that's part of the practice. I want you to be involved helping them be able to get this. But you have to act as an umpire, the person that's behind saying, strike,
Right.
versus simply just saying, all right, well, it looked like he was aiming or she was aiming. Where are we at? Oh, my goodness gracious. Okay, we got 5 minutes. All right. Now, does everyone understand that homework assignment first? Mr. Joanna, can you check to say, like, moms and dads and students, you're going to need mom and dad to help you with this submission. They're going to practice holding this pad, and that I can see that your eyes are moving to your target. So if I move it over here, you could punch it. You could punch it. And you can do the same thing for kicks.
Right.
What I'd like to see is about a 2 to 3 minute video of pinpointing that way. Got that?
So sure.
Everyone got that at home? 2 to 3 minute video of pinpointing. Jonathan got the thumbs up? Okay, you don't have any other people on video, okay? I'm assuming that you have no questions with that. Okay, that's part 1 in terms of your demonstration. Part of your 3 minutes is just aiming at the target. All right, now, then you're gonna give me one form. Form of your choice, doesn't matter. And I need to see that you're looking at your target. So if I was to go like basic form, well, I'm making it a little bit more exaggerated, but you got to remember, when I'm looking at you, when you're in class, I can move around you. I can see where you're not looking. And I can see when your hands aren't on your hip and things like that. So when you're doing your form in front of the camera, I'm not going to see that you're not looking at your target when you're facing away from it. But I will be able to see when you're doing a middle block, a tiger thrust, a down block, whatever. I'll see if you're not looking. So if your down block's going here, I should see that the eyes are focusing forward, not off to the side. Make sense to everyone? Okay, so one part of the submission is toss a pillow, a pad, something not breakable. All right, don't be like tossing like the fine china up in the air and say, hey, Johnny, hit it. So you want to make sure it's something that's soft and that they're going to be able to aim towards it, and I'll be able to see if they're looking or not. The second part is a form with great pinpointing. All right. Where are my tennis balls? All right. I can't juggle. Okay. 5 minutes? I froze? Am I still here? Okay. All right. So sometimes I strike the pose, right? All right. So here goes. Last drill is going to be with the tennis ball. Very small target. Okay. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to toss it up in the air. When it leaves my hand, that's when I want you to punch. I need you to punch. When I throw the ball up in the air, that's when I want you to punch. 3, 2, 1, punch. Better. Okay. Now I'm going to do the same kind of thing with 2. So as soon as I toss it in the air, I need your punch. Ready? Here's 1. Punch 2. Punch 3. Punch 4. Anything? Better on that one? Okay. Last one before I give you a little bit of an assignment. Here goes. There's 1. There's 2. There's 3. There's 4. And there's 5. Did you get them all? Okay. All of these drills are just means of being able to keep you focused on what you're doing and for you to make sure that you are engaging a target, not simply just throwing the moves out in the air. That's not good enough. That was good once upon a time, right, Mr. Ben? Right. Okay. So just again to reiterate the homework, 2 things. Number 1 is, come on up, Mr. Ben.
Sorry, sir.
What's the first part of homework?
The partner drills.
The partner drills? Okay.
Block.
That part doesn't necessarily have to be submitted. I'd love to see that. Moms and dads, if you're willing to get on camera, I'd love to see that. You can practice that. That would be very helpful. Remember, facing towards you and also facing away from you.
Right.
Okay? But absolutely on the submission, what do I want to say?
The pillow.
Okay, so mom and dad, you'll be off to the side, and I should see your child looking at the target, even though it's not at the camera. It's difficult when you're looking at a camera and you're getting distracted.
Sure.
And then one more thing.
The form.
Eyes on your target. I should see that. Okay, I'm going to completely leave that topic just for now. And a couple things. This is for moms and dads, and children. You can also listen in on this. Our goal is going to be this next week. Again, the goal is this next week is we're going to be starting a new program that is going to be using a different platform. It's still class like you have seen it. However, the organization is going to be different. What's going to happen is I'm going to send you 2 emails this coming week, and it's going to come from an email address, gottaflycfi@rs-martialarts.com. You'll know it's Rising Sun Martial Arts because of the handle at the end. The important part is those 2 emails, one of them is going to be links to invite you into the Canvas kind of website to make you a student and allow you to self-enroll. Very important. Some of you guys are in demo. Some of you guys are in SPAR. Everyone should be part of SPAR.
Sir.
So everyone's going to get at the very least 2 links. Number one, they're going to get the intermediate link, and they're going to get a SPAR link because you should be coming to SPAR. Okay. So then you'll need to click on that link, and there's going to be a separate email, which is going to be all the instructions to be able to help you and guide you through it. So the goal, again, 2 emails. One of them is the link, and the second one is the homework, or the instructions to be able to guide you through the process. Please feel free to instant message me on Facebook. You can always do that. Let me tell you the reason behind all this. There's a lot going through this process. Mr. Ben, Mr. Andy behind the camera, Ms. Joanna, me, video submissions, student feedback. Student feedback is so important to us. If you're not turning in homework, oh, come on. I mean, it's like saying, Mr. Ben, let's show us your form. Show us your form. Get back in line. What good is that if I can't give you something to be able to grow with? If I can't give you details, that's like saying, come in, and I guess you're assuming everything you're doing is correct. Careful there. So I need to see your submissions. When we're doing the Canvas, you're going to find that the report or the video that you're providing goes straight to us instructors, and the response goes straight back to you. There's no one else in between. All right, so there's a security that way. But I'm telling you, it's very valuable to get that feedback coming from your coaches. Okay, and then again, the goal is to get everyone on board by this coming Monday. Yes, ma'am. And that I'm getting like the hook. She's grabbing the hook and going like this. Okay, all right. I know she's got a pretty picture, says on time over there. Any questions on any of that, Ms. Joanna? Anybody back there that's got something pressing to say? Homework assignment related, or anything in regards to the switchover? Okay. Check your spam folder or your junk box if it turns out that you get things, emails, and all of a sudden it goes there. The goal is to minimize the amount of emails that everyone gets, so that way I'm not going to like fill your inbox full of Rising Sun Martial Arts, because I hate that. So I'm assuming most people don't like to have to hit delete thousands of times. But again, it's going to be the same way at the appropriate time. You're going to be meeting with us, and we're going to have a great time. We're going to continue to jam. Okay? All right. Good work today, Mr. Van. Well done, sir. There we go. Well done at home. Give yourself a hand. Well done. Good. All right. I want to see you with your homework. Don't forget. All right. Participate. Hands behind the back. Ready, jump. Thank you for teaching me. And you are dismissed.